my name is San and today I'll film another ASMR video. But before we start, I want to announce the adding in my book placements. So obviously it was placed in Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and many different bookstores of United States, even France, and I think Australia too. But now I have a link for Indian readers, so if you're interested and you're from India, I'll be very grateful if you check it out. The cost is lower than in Amazon. It's like paperback, so it will cost around 400 rupees. So if you're interested, check it out. And let's start with ASMR. Okay, let's start with the book. We're talking about the book. So it's a book. It has around the same number of pages that my own book. I don't know. It's called Stationery. Something like Clock Wizards, Time Wizards. And it's a series. It has, I guess, 6 books. 6 books. And it's like my favorite book of my childhood, or more like teenagerhood. I loved it when I was 14, I guess, from 12 to 15, even more. It's very good. So it's a story about a girl called Vasilisa. She's the ordinary girl, lives in Russia. She goes to school. She's a gymnast, you call it, right? And one day she comes home to find out that her father, that she never seen, and she didn't know her mother, so she lived with, I guess, grandmother, or so she thought, came back to take her home. But home is not like in ordinary world, kind of. So she realizes that she's a kind of wizard that can control time through, how you call it, like clock arrows. So there are different stages of how wizardy you are, of how powerful you are, what you can do with it. There's a completely different world. It's like parallel to ours. And I don't know, it's a very awesome book, especially if you're a teen and if you read it. I loved it. I think I still do. I read it last time, very long time ago. Like maybe 5 years, but I still remember it. It still is my favorite book of that type in Russian. It has this beautiful front page with mechanisms, wheels, with arrows. And the part is called, so it's like clocky, a key from the clock. It has beautiful dividers, I guess, chapter names with clocks, obviously. And even at the age of 14, I could read the whole book like in a day or less than half a day. I remember when the last part came out, I went to the bookshop and I needed to wait for a few days because it was holidays and bookshops didn't work. So when it finally opened, I came there, bought the book like in the day, like at 3 p.m. and then like till 10 p.m. I already was finished with the book. I was so interested in it. So I don't know if there is an English translation. If not, I guess there is no translation, but it's one of my favorite books of all times. Like my favorite book of like now is Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. So it's like 2 parts. So it's like I consider it one book. I don't have a physical copy because I don't want to buy one in Russian. It's not a language that an author created it. I want to buy an English one, but not that expensive for me now. But one day, I hope soon, I'll buy it. I'll show you that. It's truly is my favorite book. I love everything about it. But I think most of the people, at least English subscribers, know about the book. But about this one, you don't. I think Russian ones could know. Of course it's like a teenage book, so it has friendship, problems, romance, the teenage setting, but it's, of a sweet type. It's not, how to explain it, it's not like a dark things. Of course there's like not very kind or good topics, there's dark topics too, but it's more on the sweet side, more of the magical fantasy worlds. No. I also love the cover. Every cover of this book is amazing. So yeah, that was the book. Next I have a trigger that I used in my Russian video. It's the necklace, I guess. I don't know what to call it. So it's a necklace from real stones. It's a burgundy wineish color. It's like red, but it's has the purple undertone to it. It's incredibly beautiful. I started wearing those kind of necklaces. I think it doesn't, you don't call it necklace. There is a name of it, I'm sure, but I don't remember it. I guess if I find out, I remember, I'll put it somewhere here on the screen. It has tiny little stones, all different shapes, all mismatched. So they're like little shards of the bigger stone. I don't know the stone is, but I know it's real stone. I just don't remember the name of it. If you know, I'll be very interested to find out. I have a whole video about those kind of necklaces. I had it in this channel, but I moved it to the Russian one as it's like in Russian, so it's obvious to have it there. And actually it's hard for me to film like 2 videos for both Russian and English channel every week, so I decided to, okay, the English channel will have like video every week and Russian one every 2 weeks or so. Then I'm just more inspired to film in English, as it's the language I don't speak in real life very often. So I got an opportunity to speak in it, to film videos. I'm more like chat, you know. Also, I'm learning French. Je parle français. Je parle français. I don't speak much. And I'm like, I think I have a terrible pronunciation. So sorry, people who speak French. But I try to learn. It takes time because, you know, I learned English my whole life, and when I was at school, I tried to learn Deutsch, German. And it was not that hard because my mom speaks it. But I don't know, I never liked it to the point of learning it more than I needed to. But I guess the problem why I didn't learn it after all was because it was something that school pressured me into doing, and I don't like studying things when I need to do them. Like with English, I had a terrible feeling about English for the longest time until I realized that I myself want to learn it. And that's when I started talking in it. And now I have a book written in English, I speak in it, I film videos in it, I have friends that speak in English. I do many things in English, and I adore the language. I love Russian, it's so beautiful too, but I find it easier to write in English as I read more things in English, as I like to read the original copy of the book, not translated one. But I read in Russian too, obviously. Okay, we have a situation here. Yay. I guess that's all. I don't know, those kind of necklaces remind me of Bridget. Even though there is no that kind of necklaces there. And it kind of reminds me of that, I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the Ruby situation in the second season, where the Featheringtons, what's the name of that man that came from America? They created the whole scheme of fooling everyone into investing in their fake rubies. So it reminds me of that. Actually, really like the TV show. I never expected to like it, but I don't know. I find the story interesting, and I kind of accepted the side of me that I, in my teenagerhood, just hated the love of romances in TV shows or books. I denied myself those things, but now I'm okay with that. I like it. I don't know. I like the second season more than the first one. I just love Denise and Kate relationship and chemistry. I don't know. And I also love the sad lines, character stories. I can't wait for like Colin's and Penelope's season, for Benedict's season. I'm interested, and I'm glad they've finished filming it, I guess. I have favorite TV shows, and I hate to wait for new seasons, like everyone do, right? But I don't know. I just finished Shadow and Bone watching it. Now I need to wait for a very long time for 6 o'clock spin-off. So it's at least I know Bridgertons are coming somewhere like in a year or so. I'm very interested in Colin's and Penelope's story. I never read the books. I just don't want to spoil anything. I know it's very different from the TV show, but still, I'll watch it, do not read it. For once, I only watch something, I don't read. At least that way I can enjoy the show. Because usually the books are way more interesting than the TV shows. Next, I have a set of wooden pencils. Like, all pencils are wooden, I guess, but there's like straight wood sticks. And one is a pen and one is a pencil. They're all from different places. Like, they like to collect things. Like, okay, let's collect wooden pencils, why not? So this one is from Jasna Polyana, Jasna Polyana, Jasna Polyana, Jasna Polyana, Jasna Polyana. It's a place where Tolstoy, I guess, War and Peace, so the author, lived. It's a very beautiful place, even though I don't like Tolstoy as a person. I liked War and Peace. And when I was a child, we visited the place more than once, actually, because I have like a lot of those wooden pencils from them. And it's a very beautiful place. It's peaceful. It has this, I don't know, historical 19th, 18th century of Russian lifestyle of wealthy people vibe. It's very amazing. The houses, architecture, the nature. I don't know how it is right now, but I know back then it was amazing. And like for a child, I have like childhood memories from that. From childhood, I have all the saturated colors, warm tones. Everything is amazing stuff, good memories. I know that those kind of pencils, I don't know, it's a good trigger. I hope it is. It's like with a ball on the previous one, I guess. No, in random triggers. Previous random triggers video. I didn't know it was that good, but it is. And I liked it. And I liked it, so I need to refilm it. The trigger. Okay. And the bigger one. So there you can literally see Alan Tolstoy. So it's like Lev Nikolaevich, Tolstoy. How you call it? What's the name in English? Leo Tolstoy, I guess. But it's like Lev Nikolaevich Tolstoy. Lev boy, the ending will be itch most of the time. Itch. And if it's a girl, most of the time, the ending of the paternal hair will be fna. So this museum, I don't know what seriously I didn't mention, I guess, or not mention. Don't know. That's a very old one, you can see. It's all in colors. I've colored it with other pencils. I just didn't admire the beauty of the simple wood. I needed to add colors to it. Actually, one of my fingernails is yellow because of the paint, and I can't get rid of it. I was painting, and I had all of these colors in my hands as usual because I'm a messy person when I draw, and everything is okay. But this fingernail is just yellow because of the paint, and I can't get rid of it. So yeah. I don't know, just lately I always whisper in videos and don't often so to speak. But I think I like to mix it because when I just whispering you fall asleep, when you stop speaking you also fall asleep. But when you change it a little bit, it's like my greatest change, the pacing. I know a lot of people don't like one or the other, but I guess that's my type of the videos because I like when you speak so speak here and slowly go to whispering, so it's speaking, whispering, right in your ear, 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 right in your ear. So yeah, that was the many pencils of mine. It's not even all of them, you know. So yeah, thank you so much for being here with me today. I know it's a shorter video, but I don't know, it's easier for me to edit, and I need to feel more rational too. So I save my strength for that. I remind you again of the book if you're interested about my fantasy book. All the links are in the description. That's like a universal link, but you can find many stores in your country, or the stores or sites that you use. I hope all of them are there. Also, I'll add an Indian link to Notion Press. That's where you can buy a paperback book if you're interested. I'll be very grateful if you leave a review of the book because I sell it for free as an ebook version, so I need to get reviews. But obviously, not many people write reviews, and it's a little bit saddening because I'm really interested in how you feel about the book. Because obviously, I don't know, you can't earn a lot of money as an author, especially if you're self-published indie author. And even though I finished PR and advertising degree, I'm very bad at advertising. I've made it. My diploma that is hidden right here. It's just, it doesn't mean anything. Maybe I underestimate myself. I don't know. But if you're interested, all the links are